The question is, do non-Jews have to believe in one God? Or do they have a choice in the matter, so to speak? So as it's very important to make the point that Judaism, unlike virtually every other religion, does not actively proselytize. We do not make the claim that in order for a non-Jew to achieve salvation, he or she must become Jewish. In fact, we initially discourage converts, although if someone wants to persevere, we will then welcome them with open hands. But Judaism is unique in teaching that there are, so to speak, two different paths towards salvation and unification with the Almighty. There is the Jewish path for Jews by birth or conversion, which is the Torah and the 613 commandments. And then there's an alternative path for godliness for non-Jews, which are keeping the 7 universal commandments that were given to Noach, and they are called the Noahide laws. In fact, you can check many, many websites about the 7 laws of Noach, and Chabad, one of the Rebbe's projects, was to also bring not to make the non-Jewish world Jewish, that we don't do, but to spread the Noahide wisdom, the universal code of morality, even to the non-Jewish world. Now, one of those commandments, we're not going to go over all of them right now, is indeed to believe in one God and not to believe in multiple gods. So if one asks me from a narrow legalistic standpoint, what does God expect of the Gentiles? The answer is God does expect them to believe in one God. Why is that important? So there are 2 reasons why it's important. Reason number 1, it's important because it's true. One could not say, well, there's one God from the Jewish perspective, but non-Jews are not subject to that reality. The reality is the reality, and the first lesson of life is you got to live in what is real and not what is fake. I think that is enough of a reason. The second reason is that it is only in the context of a single God that one could have a single unified code of morality. Because if one looked at the world or the universe as a struggle between different forces that are fighting for ascendancy, the power of darkness versus the power of light, etc., then by definition there would be conflicting demands made on the human personality, depending on whatever God was ascendant at a particular time. So as I mentioned before, the linkage between religion and ethics presupposes a monotheistic religion, because only from a single God will there be a uniform code of morality that is unchangeable and unbreakable and non-negotiable. So I go back to my earlier point that the secular term, it's not a Jewish term per se, ethical monotheism is one that I'm quite fond of, because it really encapsulates 2 aspects of Abraham's contribution to the world. One is one God, the other is ethics, and I think the 2 are actually joined together.
The Rohr Jewish Learning Institute has the largest collection of Jewish media online. Hit subscribe for more.